Welcome back. In this video, we're going to install Flutter in Windows. To get started, head on over to the Flutter installation page. The link will be in the description below. So the first thing you have to do is download the Flutter SDK. So download it. And once it's downloaded, you have to unzip that folder in your Documents folder. So in my case, I've already unzipped it here in my Documents folder. And the next thing you have to do is add it to path. So first things first, open the folder and then copy the directory where it's in. So it will be C, users, and then your username here, and then documents, Flutter, and there will be a bin later. So we have to open our environment variable. So open it. All you have to do is type env, it will show up, edit the system environment variables, and then click on environment variables. So you should see one here in your path. Click on edit and then click on new and paste in the following directory: C, users, and then your username, documents, and then Flutter, and then /bin. So click on OK. Now to check if Flutter has been installed, we have to open our terminal. So we'll open command prompt and right here run Flutter Doctor. Wait for it to finish, and you're gonna have the following output. So it's gonna show me some warnings that the Android toolchain is not installed. This is required to develop Android apps. And then Chrome is not configured. This is for building web apps, and Android Studio is not installed. So head on over to the installation page of Android Studio and go ahead and click on download Android Studio. So all you have to do is scroll down and click on this and click download. So it's going to download, but I have it installed here. So we'll open it up. And sometimes this actually won't open up. So when we open here, it won't open up. That's because it's a 15-Windows file. So we have to change the file extension. To do so, click on View and click on File Name Extensions. Go ahead and check this and click on Rename. Add the following extension, .exe. So after that, you'll see the icon change, and then you can open Android Studio. So we have to click on Next. Just let it install. You can change the directory here, but we can keep it for now. Click on Next and install. Once it is installed, go ahead and click Next and click on Finish. It's going to start Android Studio. Click on Do Not Import Settings and press OK. Wait for it to start up. Click on Next. Just let it install. It's going to download some files and this will take a while. So we'll have to wait a bit. But for now, I will be skipping the download part. Now you have Android Studio installed. The first thing you have to do here is click on More Actions. And then click on Virtual Device Manager. We have to create an Android virtual device. This is to create an Android emulator to be used by Flutter later on. Click on Create Virtual Device. We can use any device here, but for now, we can choose Pixel 3a. And click on Next. Just choose the default, click on Next, and then click on Finish. It's going to create an Android emulator. Now let's close Android Studio and go back to Flutter Doctor. We can rerun it again. And if the output of Flutter Doctor looks different, and if it looks something like this, we have to accept the Android licenses. So all you have to do right now is copy this line of code, copy it and paste it, hit enter, and you're going to get this error. So this means that we don't have the Android SDK command line tools installed. To install it, we have to open Android Studio, click on More Actions, SDK Manager, and click on SDK Tools. This is beside SDK Platforms and beside SDK Update Sites. So click on this and click on Android SDK Command Line Tools. Hit Apply and click OK. So this is going to install the command line tools. Now that it has finished installing, just click finish, click OK, and run the following command again. For me, it's going to show that all of the SDK package licenses are accepted. But in your case, it will not be accepted yet. So what you have to do is type Y and hit enter. So you have to type Y and hit enter for every license that appears in your command prompt. Now that you've accepted all of the licenses, we can run the Flutter Doctor command again to check if everything's working. And it should show that the Android toolchain is ready to go. So the next thing we have to do is download VS Code. Go ahead and download it. But right now I have it downloaded, so all we have to do is open VS Code. So we will be using VS Code as our main IDE for Flutter because it uses less resources than Android Studio. So just open VS Code and then we will get this set up. Once it's done downloading, you will be seeing this page. The first thing you have to do is click on this icon to open the extensions tab and search for Flutter. Now go ahead and click on install. It's going to install the Flutter extension in VS Code. Once it is done installing, you're good to go. All we have to do right now to check if Flutter works is press Ctrl+Shift+P to open your command palette and click on Flutter New Project. You can also search for it. Just type Flutter and this should appear. Flutter New Project. And it shows here that it cannot find our Flutter SDK. So this means that it hasn't been configured properly yet. So you have to tell the Flutter extension where your Flutter SDK is located in. So click on Locate SDK. Open your Documents folder. Click on Flutter. And set Flutter SDK folder. If you're still getting the same error, we might have to restart VS Code. So open your command palette again and type reload window. Now that you've restarted VS Code, just open the command palette again by typing Ctrl+Shift+P, select Flutter New Project. So we will be creating an application, so click on this, and you can place this anywhere. I'll place it here in the projects folder. You can select any folder to place the project in. So let's click on select. Any project name would do, so I'll keep the default. Hit enter. Hit yes, I trust the authors. Once it's done creating a project, you'll see something like this. So to check if our Android emulator works, go down here and select Windows. This is the device that Flutter is going to debug the application in. Just change this to our Pixel 3a emulator a while ago. So click on this, and then it's going to launch our Android emulator. Just wait for it to load. Now, once it's done loading, we can click on Run and click on Start Debugging. It's going to debug our Flutter application in the Android emulator. So this might take some time. You will see it here. It's gonna run this task, and then after that, it's going to install the app in the emulator, and then it should be ready to go. The first run will take a lot of time because it's going to install some Android related tools. But once they are finished, you're going to see this page. And when you click on this button, it's going to add one here. So if you click again, it's going to show two. Now that you've run this application, you've successfully installed and configured Flutter for Windows. I hope you've learned a lot today. See you in the next video.